So, as promised, a quick introduction to how the actual assignments are graded. So, we've talked about this already, I know, in class, but just so you know. So, if you are doing, for example, an assignment which has 4 assessment criteria, and one of them is a merit, the others are passes, you'd expect the overall result to be a pass. However, the funny thing is, when you start changing these to higher grades, you'd expect the actual results to change. So with this, you think, well, 3 merits and 1 pass, surely that will give you an overall merit. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It only gives you a merit when you got at least all 4 merits, or merit plus distinctions. So basically, it marks to the lowest common denominator. So the first point at which you get a merit is when all assessment criteria are merit or above. And likewise, if you then go off and get a distinction, your overall result still won't change. So I'm sure you can guess it now. The only way of getting a distinction is to get all distinctions. So here we go. Now there are, just to add a little bit more confusion, there are certain assessment criteria which don't go as high as distinction. So here's an example. Let's say assessment criteria 1 can only get as high as a merit, then overall you still gain a distinction. And the way we do this is you refer to something called the Uniform Mark Scale score. So what we do basically is we take your grade for each assignment, be it merit, pass or distinction, and we give it a numeric value. So you can see here the numeric values for our imaginary situation. So what we now need to do is convert all those individual merits and distinctions for each assignment into an overall grade. And the way we do that is to actually give numeric values to those individual merits, distinctions and passes and work out an overall score for you and match your score against a predefined benchmark where if you get between a certain amount of points you get a merit, other amount of points you get distinction and so on. So you can see here, for example, working with the same assignment, we've got a distinction overall. So what we've actually achieved is 70 points. So let's look at it in real life. So the maximum you can get on your particular course is actually 400 points. That's split over the 6 individual units you achieve. So the pass grade is 240 points. So you have to get a UMS of 240 points. A merit is only slightly higher. And the reason it's only slightly higher is because, bear in mind, it's extremely difficult to get above a pass in the first place. So that's the reason why there's so little difference. So once you got all the passes, then you have to get all the merits before you can move on to get a full merit and so on. And then there's a bit of a jump to get onto distinction at 320 UMS points. An easy way of working out an overall grade for the full 6-unit course is to use this table. So obviously if you get pass for every unit, you'd expect to get a pass overall. Likewise with merit and distinction. So let's say your grades were predicted to be 3 merits and 3 passes. So here you can see that generally 3 passes and 3 merits would give you an overall merit grade. So you need to ensure that at least 3 at the moment out of the 4 units you've done are resulting in a merit grade at least to get an overall merit. But generally, I think you need to consider that unless you have at least 2 merits for 2 of the out of 4 units you've done already, or you will have done already by Easter, then you will only achieve a pass. And if you intended to go for distinction, I would suggest you need at least 2 credits so far, plus at least 1 merit before you be looking for distinction grade generally.